Well, hello there. Welcome to Space Bros. Have you ever wondered who the complete opposite of you is? Is it someone who is rich, a procrastinator, athletic, tall, or even a different gender? Well, in our universe, it might just be someone made up of antimatter. Have you ever heard of antimatter? If not, or even if so, continue watching to learn more. Welcome back to another video. Today we'll dive into the universe of antimatter. Before diving into the interesting topics, we need to know what antimatter really is. Simply put, it's just the opposite of matter. Antimatter was first predicted by a physicist named Paul Dirac in 1928. He created an equation to solve for the behavior of an electron, but since the equation could have two solutions, the electrons can have both a negative and positive charge. Therefore, from his equation, every particle has an antiparticle. In 1932, the positron, which is the electron with the opposite charge, was discovered by Carl Anderson. This discovery and many other discoveries completely support Dirac's conclusion. The strange thing about antimatter is that it cancels out matter. Additionally, when matter and antimatter meet, they annihilate each other and disappear. Recent studies suggest that there is little to no antimatter throughout the universe. There are no antimatter galaxies, stars, or even planets to be seen. We have mainly observed and studied antimatter by creating it. Now, this is a problem. According to Forbes, all of the reactions and laws we know in the universe today can only create mass by creating equal amounts of matter and antimatter, meaning that the universe should have made an equal amount of matter and antimatter. If there is an unequal amount of matter and antimatter, how did that happen? Well, there are two possibilities. The first is that the universe was abnormally created with an unequal amount, or some event happened during the beginning stages of the universe that offset the amount of particles to antiparticles. So, now you know what antimatter is, but why should you even care? Well, antimatter is actually a very useful substance with a 100% matter to energy conversion rate. This means that just 1 gram of antimatter annihilating with 1 gram of matter would have more explosive force than both the Hiroshima and Nagasaki atomic bombs combined. So therefore, antimatter is powerful, but it is not found naturally, meaning that we have to create it and store it, which is a whole different problem. According to CERN, the efficiency of antimatter production is very low. If CERN wanted to make just 1/1000th of a gram of antimatter, they would have to put in about 9 million megajoules of energy. That much energy could power a 100-watt light bulb for over 250,000 years. There is also the matter with containment of antimatter, pun intended. It cannot touch matter or else it will blow up. To store antimatter, scientists at CERN use electric and magnetic fields to hold antimatter in a near-perfect vacuum. Studies also prove that antimatter can be used to treat cancer and other illnesses and injuries. It can also be used as a fuel source to propel us to other planets and beyond. With only 10 grams of antimatter, we could get to Mars in just a month, whereas with our technology today, it takes a whopping year or 2 years to get there. In a 2003 paper, these two physicists estimated that with a mere 17 grams of antihydrogen, we could send a small probe to the nearest star in only 40 years, whereas right now it would take the New Horizons probe, a relatively fast probe, 78,000 years to do so. Lastly, antimatter has the prospect of creating anti-gravity, a topic for a future video. Overall, antimatter is a very strange substance that we have yet to understand fully. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends or family. Don't forget to comment down below questions about this video or suggestions for future videos. See you in the next video.